Hi folks, welcome to Meaningful Money. I'm in the beautiful Penberth Cove. I'm very fortunate to live where I live. Land's End is just round that way, a couple of coves. So I'm in the far west of Cornwall again. My house is about 6 miles that way. I'm pretty lucky, would you not agree? I'm here to talk today about foundations. Now this is a little bit confusing because I previously talked about foundations, which I've now called principles, and that's the beginning with the end in mind, compound interest, spending less than you earn. What I'm going to do is use an extended metaphor for building your financial plan, and use a metaphor of building a house. So we need to lay some foundations. The other things I've talked about previously were principles, which underpin everything we do. But foundations, what we're talking about now, is a little bit like the Bible story of the wise man building his house on the rock and the foolish man building his house on the sand. In the latter case, when the storm came, the house was washed away. What we need to do is to ensure that whatever happens in life, your financial plan can continue to stand. So I'm going to call these foundations. So sorry for the confusion. I'll tweak the website and the different categories on the blog in due course. And by the time you get this, I'll have done that. There are two main foundations. I may well add to them in future, but broadly speaking right now, the first one is to have an emergency fund. This is immediately accessible cash, which I've sometimes heard called the screw you money. This is money which you have put aside to enable you, if necessary, to tell your boss where to get off, hence the screw you money name. Forgive me for that, but it serves a purpose. Having an emergency fund means that if something fairly difficult happens, like your boiler blows up or you absolutely have to replace the car, you have a sum of money there that you can dip into, and that's pretty useful and an important foundation. The second, arguably even more important foundation though, is to protect against worst case scenarios. So by this I mean, what happens if you are killed, if you die early? What happens if you are seriously ill? What happens if you are pretty ill, not life-threatening though, but you can't work? All these things can scupper your financial plan right from the early stages, and we must have these in place to enable that financial plan to continue with or without you. So I'm going to obviously expand on those two things and lay some pretty rock-solid foundations, a little bit like this huge lump of granite I'm sitting on now. We'll build foundations because only then can we build a really solid, safe house which will provide for you and yours for the rest of your days. So tune in next time and we'll talk about that emergency fund. Very important. Thanks for watching. Hi again folks, I'm just walking back up the road to my car from Penberth, having shot the video introducing the foundations, and I thought I'd just show you what is possibly the dream house, which is down here in Penberth Cove. Talk about building a financial plan. Mine includes something like this. Check this out. Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah, that'll do for me. What's on your financial plan?